The Eurovision Song Contest is the biggest music competition in all of Europe. It's where the best of the best thrive, vocals are tested to the limit, and stars are born. But besides the thrill that comes with the contest, the host cities have consistently impacted the competition with their beautiful scenery and exceptional vibe. This year, Liverpool takes the mantle as they're ready to host the contest beginning on May 9th, 2023. The Liverpool Arena would be the center of it all, with lots, and I mean lots of music fans trooping in and out of the arena every day. However, while the city of Liverpool has put up plans to make this year's contest better than it has ever been, let us take a look at the top 10 cities that have gone down in history as the best hosts of Eurovision. Number 10. London. There's no better city to start with than Liverpool's next-door neighbors. London has played a huge part in Eurovision right from the start of the competition in 1956. Although it didn't host the inaugural event, London is home to some of the most iconic moments in its history. For example, in 1968, London's Royal Albert Hall played host to the contest, and the event was broadcast live in color for the first time, marking a major milestone for television broadcasting. London has also hosted the contest 4 times now, and we wouldn't be surprised if there's a 5th somewhere down the line. Coming in at number 9 is Lisbon. This city catapulted to the front lines of the contest after Salvador Sobral's emotional performance of Amar Pelos Dois touched the hearts of viewers across the globe. This performance was and still is Lisbon's only win in the contest. Not surprisingly though, they were the host in 2018, with the Lisbon Arena being the center of all the attraction. Also, Lisbon is a city that is rich in culture, so blending that with the amazing music vibe of the Eurovision made 2018 a memorable year for not just the contest, but for Portugal as a whole. Number 8 is Istanbul. Now, unlike London and some other big-time hosts, Istanbul has kinda been on the sidelines for the most part of this contest. And don't get me wrong, they've actually given some iconic performances since their first participation in the 70s. But why Istanbul is on this list is that their hosting of the contest was just different. The contest held at the Abdi İpekçi Arena in Istanbul was a spectacle of music, culture, and pageantry, with over 36 countries competing for the coveted Eurovision trophy. And by them hosting this contest alone, they made it known to the world that Istanbul is a vibrant and cosmopolitan city that is open to the world. Number 7 is Kyiv. Kyiv didn't participate in the Eurovision until 2003, but after that year, their appearances have been on a roll. They had a number of top 10 finishes in the years that followed, but in 2005 they hosted the contest for the first time. It was hosted at the Palace of Sports in Kyiv, and then in 2007 at the International Exhibition Center, which according to popular opinion was the first contest that pushed the boundaries of technology. But on top of all these accomplishments, Kyiv and Ukraine as a whole have managed to plaster their names across the Eurovision record books for their 2004 victory. They claim this victory through Ruslana's electrifying performance of wild dances. It was amazing for Ruslana's music career, but at the same time it was iconic for Ukraine. Number 6 is Stockholm. When you think of Eurovision, you should think of Stockholm. These guys are always on top of their game, both in hosting and winning the contest. They've hosted the song contest twice, but have clinched 6 groundbreaking victories since their first win in 1974, when the iconic pop group ABBA won with their hit song Waterloo. This victory helped to launch ABBA's international career and cemented the band's place in history. Sweden's next victory came in 1984 when the band Harry's won with their song Diggiloo Diggiley, which became a massive hit in Europe. But their wave of dominance doesn't end there. In the years that followed, Sweden continued to be a strong contender in the Eurovision Song Contest, with artists such as Carola and Charlotte Nilsson winning the competition in 1991 and 1999. But their biggest win of all time, in my opinion, came in 2012 when Lorene's powerful performance of Euphoria captivated audiences and helped her to win the competition with a record-breaking score of 372 points. Believe me when I say you have to go check this out yourself. It was a masterpiece. But above all, Stockholm has embedded its roots in this song contest, and so has the city, the people, and their culture, making it one of the best hosts ever. Number 5 is Vienna. This one is a little bit unusual, but it is definitely on our list for a number of reasons. Some of those reasons include Vienna's beautiful and historic venues, its modern infrastructure, and its passion and welcoming residents. They've hosted the competition twice, first in 1967 and again in 2015. But it's not the number of times they've hosted it that matters, it's how they did it that really counts. When Vienna hosted the Eurovision Song Contest in 2015, it did so with style and sophistication. The competition was held in the Wiener Stadthalle, a state-of-the-art venue that boasts excellent acoustics and seating for over 16,000 people. The arena was transformed into a glittering spectacle complete with dazzling lights, stunning stage designs, and a massive LED screen that served as a backdrop for the performances. In addition to the impressive venue, Vienna's hosting of the Eurovision Song Contest was praised for its modern infrastructure, which made it easy for performers, media, and fans to navigate the city. So, a perfect blend of bright lights, good music, and amazing scenery puts Vienna on our list. Number 4 is Rotterdam. Rotterdam is the host of the 2021 Eurovision Song Contest. It's considered by many to be one of the best hosts of the competition in recent years, and there's good reason for that. One of the key factors that made Rotterdam a successful host of the Eurovision Song Contest was its state-of-the-art facilities. The city's Ahoy Arena provided a modern and spacious venue for the competition with cutting-edge technology and sound systems that helped to create an immersive and unforgettable experience for both performers and viewers. On the other side, Rotterdam's strong cultural scene was another important factor in its success as a host city. If you didn't know, the city has a rich history of supporting and promoting all kinds of art, so a thriving music scene was no stranger to the neighborhood. Coupled with the fact that the population consists of multinationals, all locals and visitors were free to just vibe together as they enjoyed both the views and the Eurovision contest. Number 3 is Oslo. Oslo isn't really talked about as being one of the best host cities, but when I did a little digging, I actually found out that it has done far better than so many other cities. Oslo has hosted Eurovision twice, 1996 and 2010. The Telenor Arena used in 2010 fitted around 25,000 people, making it one of the largest venues to ever host the contest. But that's not all. They set up a Eurovision village in the heart of Oslo as a way to provide a central gathering place for fans, performers, and visitors to the city. The village was a hub of activity and featured live music, food vendors, and interactive exhibits that allowed visitors to learn more about Norwegian culture and history. The city also had a number of Eurovision-themed events, including a fan parade and a street party, which helped to create a festive and inclusive atmosphere for everyone involved in the competition. And in terms of the competition itself, Norway's 3 victories in the contest were achieved by Bobby Sox in 1985, Secret Garden in 1995, and Alexander Rybak in 2009. But hey, if you're enjoying this video from us at Travel Confident, then give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss other awesome videos like this. And with that being said, buckle up cause our top 2 cities are certified gold when it comes to hosting the Eurovision Song Contest. I hope you're ready for this one cause the city sitting at our number 2 spot is Copenhagen. Copenhagen has hosted the contest 3 times, 1964, 2001, and 2014. All 3 were amazing, but in 2014 they went above and beyond to make it better than ever. The city pulled out all the stops to ensure that the event was a success. The competition was held in the newly built B&W Hallerine, a former shipyard that had been performed into a state-of-the-art venue specifically for the contest. The arena's industrial aesthetic, with exposed brick walls and steel beams, made it just so amazing. The people of Copenhagen also played a major role in making the Eurovision Song Contest a memorable experience. The local community was enthusiastic and welcoming, with many residents donning costumes and waving flags in support of the competing countries. And finally, at number 1 is Dublin. Firstly, Dublin has a rich cultural heritage, and the city's passion for music and arts is reflected in its hosting of the Eurovision Song Contest. Secondly, the Irish have a long and proud tradition of participating in the Eurovision Song Contest, with Ireland having won the competition a record 7 times. These victories have helped to cement the Eurovision Song Contest as an important part of Irish cultural identity, and Dublin's hosting of the competition has allowed the city to showcase its artistic and musical heritage to the world. Thirdly, Dublin has a reputation for being a welcoming and friendly city, and this hospitality extends to the Eurovision Song Contest. And finally, Dublin's hosting of the Eurovision Song Contest has produced some of the most iconic moments in the competition's history. From Johnny Logan's emotional performance of Hold Me Now in 1987 to Riverdance's breathtaking interval act in 1994, Dublin has created some of the most memorable and iconic moments in the history of Eurovision. Make sure you check out these other videos shown on your screen right now. Click on it and I'll see you there.